Hey guys, KFD. In this video, I'm just gonna be talking about the criticism against the Nintendo Switch's launch day and launch window lineup for 2017. And yeah, so a lot of people are complaining about the lack, or criticizing and complaining about the lack of games, basically criticizing the quantity, it lacks quantity, the launch lineup. But, you know, in my personal opinion, I feel it makes up for the lack of quantity in terms of quality. But let's get into that. Before we even discuss the Nintendo Switch's launch lineup, let's look at the Nintendo Wii U's. The Wii U had 32 games on launch day on November 18, 2012 when it launched the first day. It had 32 games such as New Super Bros. U, Assassin's Creed 3, Batman Arkham City Armored Edition, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Darksiders 2, Zombie U, Nintendo Land, Ninja Gaiden 3, right, Razor's Edge, just to name a few. And it had I think more games that came out between that was considered the launch window for that console, which was November 18, 2012 to March 2013. And such games came out was like Lego City Undercover and Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, games that I both bought and still own. So now a lot of you be thinking, well, yeah, the Wii U had a better launch, yeah, but hell, some would differ and say that yeah, they had a lot of games, but the games lacked quality. You know, we could debate that all day, every day, but that's where opinions differ. But let me just put it this way: Nintendo Switch is coming out during the spring season, and usually in the spring season, there's a lack of games. It's it's usually a slow period in terms of games. There's not many games coming out in the spring season compared to the holiday season, where the Wii U launch, where the PS4 launch, where the Xbox One launch, where usually home consoles launch during the holiday. But the Nintendo Switch is launching in a different season, in the spring. So it's kind of makes sense that the launch, at least the first month of the system will be kind of lacking in when it comes to quantity. But yeah, I have the Nintendo Switch, you know, uh, infograph that Nintendo posted on their Twitter page, basically showing basically all the games that are coming out in 2017, that have a well, yeah, that's coming out in 2017 basically. So, when you look at the launch day on March 3rd, we have five games, which is Zelda, Breath of the Wild, One Two Switch, Super Bomberman R, Skylanders, Imaginators, Just Dance 2017. Yeah. And then we have in March, we have Snipper Clips, Fast, RMX, I Am Sensuna, and Has Been Heroes. And so we have nine games in the month of March. So obviously in the month of March, the big game there is Zelda. Okay? And if you have some money, some extra money left over, you could buy a Bomberman or One Two Switch or whatever you want out of those nine games in the first month. Then the next month we get in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, April, April. Then in spring 2017 we have, which is the spring is March, April, May. So let's say Arms comes out in May. So you got another Nintendo IP come in May. Just assume May comes out in May. And then in spring 2017, you also have Puyo Puyo Tetris, Rhyme, Disgaea 5, Sonic Mania, and Lego City Undercover. So there's other games you could pick that's coming during the in the spring season. Then during the summer, we have Splatoon 2. Then in the fall, we have Fire Emblem Warriors and Skyrim. They actually don't even show Fire Emblem Warriors in this diagram, which they should update. They forgot to put in there. And yeah, and then the holiday season in 2017, we're getting Super Mario Odyssey. Then we have other games that are to be announced with a date, or to be more clear, that the dates need to be more updated. We don't know. They're coming in 2017, but we don't know exactly when. But we have Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Rayman Legends, and NBA 2K18, Steep, FIFA, Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers, that Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Minecraft, and then we got that Project Sonic 2017 game, that 3D Sonic game that Sega's working on. So when you look at it, from what I just said, we're getting Nintendo IPs, those key Nintendo IPs, coming out at least once a month. You got Zelda for March. You got Mario Kart 8 for April. You got presumably ARMS for May. Then you got Splatoon for the summertime. And then you got another Nintendo IP, Fire Emblem Warriors, for the fall time. And then you got, for the holiday, you got Super Mario and even possibly Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Those are key Nintendo IP titles, people, that's coming out in 2017 that would drive the Nintendo Switch install base, would sell Nintendo Switches, and that's a good thing. That in the grand scheme of things is actually a better thing. It actually reminds me of what they did with the original Wii. Twilight Princess came out in 2006. On launch day, it was November 19, 2006. And then the next year we got like Resident Evil 4 and Metroid Prime 3 in the summertime in 2007. So, and then later on we got Super Mario Galaxy. So it's very a similar execution of their software lineup like the original Wii, which is, I don't think is a bad thing. I think it's a good strategy by Nintendo. Now, but people are gonna complain and all this stuff and think they know it all, and well, I don't know what to say, but I think some of your guys' arguments of why this is a bad thing, or this was gonna fail because of this and this and that, it's backed by nonsense. You have nothing substantial to back yourself up. But I digress. Hate to the haters who just like to hate on Nintendo every day, all day. They're full of shit. They're just gonna hate on Nintendo just to hate. And for the people who have legitimate concerns, look, if you guys have a problem, don't buy the system day one. Just wait until the holiday then. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you're gonna complain about software and all this stuff. The lineup is lacking, and gonna at the same time buy the system day one. If you are gonna buy the system day one, I'm just saying, if you are buying the system day one, I don't know why you complain. It's like, you might as well just wait then if it's lacking in that department. Also, not to mention there's going to be more games announced during E3 2017. There's 80 plus games in development for Nintendo Switch, if you guys didn't forget. But I digress with that. And also too, if you bought a PS4 and Xbox One day one, those launches wasn't that amazing either. Okay. So ultimately, did the Wii U had a better launch than Nintendo Switch? When it comes to quantity, yeah, it did. But in terms of quality, I don't know. I'd rather have that Zelda day one, if you ask me. Because Zelda, you can't fuck with Zelda. So yeah, it's what you guys think. So comment below. Tell me what you guys think. What do you think about Nintendo Switch? What games you're excited and anticipating for that's coming out in 2017? And and if you like this video, like, share, and if you want to keep up with me, follow me on Twitter, like my Facebook page. All that is in the video description. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace.